many SCPs are in your basement? Yeah, about that. By the way... This.
Simon!
Well, did you see them? Did you?
Simon, they're just gnomes.
In all your thumbnails, you're always interacting with the SCP. Does that mean you actually interacted and met them? Just for you, I'll go ahead and show you how the previews are made. What technique do you use to get inside Foundation archives? Hey! All right. First off, I keep an eye on the media at all times and try to spot any inconsistencies, anomalies in the... Then if I don't find anything in the database, then I'll call. And then they'll send... Well, and... via secure line. Yeah, something to that effect. Did you plan a lore before starting the channel? At the very beginning, I didn't want to talk about myself. It was only supposed to be an SCP animation channel, but since you all took an interest in me, I decided to tell the story. Quite a few people have asked in some manner which Detective Void channel is the original one. Naturally, the original one would be me.
Hayır, orijinal olan benim. ¿Acaso estás loco? Yo soy el original.
Ihr alle seid nicht das Original, denn nur ich bin der wahre Void.
Não, tem eu também.
日本語が話せることを誇りに思います。
Подержите-ка мое пиво, ребята.
Well, if we're being real, you're all right. This channel and the others were created and developed by a multicultural and multiverse team. And they're all equally original. And by the way, the animations are not done in 2 days, nor in a week. Not bad. I see some of the viewers notice that my voice and intonation changes at times. And somebody suggested that maybe I'm using some kind of voice changer to alter my voice. No, guys, remember, Detective Void is so cool that he does not require any instruments to change his voices. And by the way, you remember that kid last week who brought you the pizza? Well, that was not me. If I told you that I and some other people were making a video game of you, what would you say? Oh, that's so cool! Just don't forget my official permission in case any problems arise with the copyright. My character is registered in the US, but the license is global. And when the game gets released, I'll definitely record a Let's Play of it. Will you ever do Foundation Tales? That's a very good question. If for nothing else, then just because this is such an interesting idea, and I have been mulling over it for a while already. The only question that remains is what format should it be done? Let's do this. You let me know your preferences in the comments, and the ones with the most likes will become the theme for the test video. What do you think about other SCP channels? What other SCP channels? I wasn't aware of any other SCP channels. The Foundation, as far as I recall, is rather protective of its secrets and would most definitely not have allowed such a leak of information to take place. Well, unless it's just some campaign to misinform the general population. Do you believe that there's an alternate version of yourself in a different reality that's an SCP? You know, I really like Hawking's work regarding how the universe is made up, and I think a lot about...
Silly, naive man. I do so like it when Simon attempts to be smart, since not everyone is interested in discussing quantum physics. Now, let me really show you. Simon would be horrified if he knew that in one of the worlds he has been working for the Foundation over a long period of time, and is quite loyal to it. It's funny to think that this world has a twin brother with opposite traits. There is also this interesting option. How fluffy. And here the Foundation SCP does not exist whatsoever, and the anomalies are handled in a completely different manner. And my personal favorite, the world where the Foundation is merely a site for the fans of sci-fi crypts, a place where people all over the globe write stories about objects and put them together in articles. This is wildly interesting, but just one small favor. Not a word to Simon about any of this, okay?
So, what was I talking about? Are you going to give us a nickname? Why, yes, in fact, I've already thought up a name for you all. And it's a good one, too. Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
Well, no. It simply won't do. Dear viewers, how about you suggest your ideas in the comments? confusing.
Of course! Oh, yes, of course. I do it all by myself.
The question wasn't for you! It's really not that fast. There are always several videos in the process simultaneously. We all work as a team and try our best to be on time with everything. Better leave the detective to do his detective stuff.
Let's just all pretend. Everything is fine.
What's your general opinion on anomalies and how they should be handled? This question is better posed to the Foundation, not me. And here we have a good question regarding my views towards the Foundation in general, as well as the D-Class personnel in particular. Well, if you think about it, the Foundation's purpose is to put any strange or abnormal thing or ancient deity into a containment cell for study purposes. On a global scale, this does look like it's for a good cause. Nevertheless, the end does not always justify the means. We need not recall in detail the horrible experiments involving children, nor the nuclear threat, nor even the overall cynicism possessed by that organization. In my opinion, such people use this to satisfy their personal scientific interests. Humanity's welfare is not their primary focus. One exception perhaps would be the Class K events, which can affect them directly. As for the D-Class, with the Foundation's capabilities and resources, I myself have many unanswered questions concerning the very existence of the D-Class. How does the Foundation take care of such a lacking number of expendable resources? After all, I doubt that there are really that many highly dangerous criminals in the world necessary to meet all the needs of the Foundation. I'm not sure how true the rumors are about the monthly killings and abductions of ordinary citizens. If you ask me, if the Foundation really prioritized the welfare of people, then it would be able to minimize human sacrifice. How SCPs don't hurt you when you go on to research on them. A few questions here about the lore and background. Every so often there are snippets of lore at the very end of regular videos. If you happen to miss something or didn't catch any of them, have a look at the Discord in the section labeled Video with Lore at the end. There will be new episodes and specials coming soon. Many have already asked if I have strange abilities myself. Friends, Do you think the SCP Foundation knows about you? Of course it knows about me. But as you can see, they haven't caught me yet. Now, Blitz! 6-1. 29. 25. A spiteful little ball of feathers. What intro exactly? What hands are you talking about? I still haven't. Whatever. It is. I am. Follow the plot. Is a budgergar, or a budgie. I work only for myself. I'm not a doctor. Ask them.
Enough.
Yes. Well, that wasn't exactly easy.